10 mistakes Etsy sellers make. Not using all 140 characters in your title. When it comes to your Etsy product titles, you want to use as many of the characters as you can. You have 140 characters to use. Your Etsy product title is a way for customers to find you. So you want to be sure to max out all of your characters in your product title, or else, you know, you kind of lose a chance of being found. So be sure to use searchable keywords in your product titles. Using keywords that do not match your product. Do not, and I repeat, do not use keywords that do not match your product, because just because one product, you know, may be very popular doesn't mean you want to take their keywords and put it into your product titles if your product does not match those keywords. So for example, if you put Christian long sleeve hoodie, but you're selling something like a best dad ever t-shirt, do not put that, because if anything, you're going to lose that customer. They're going to bounce off your shop and go onto somebody else's shop. Therefore, it will not convert into a sale for you. So you are hurting your shop more than you are helping your shop. Another mistake is listing one image in your listing. And yes, only one image. There's nothing else. So Etsy gives you 8 image slots per listing. So you want to use as many as possible. I'm not saying that you have to use all 10 slots, but you want to use as many as possible, because when the customer comes onto your listing, you want them to see, you know, all the details about your items, how they can use your items, and the sizing, maybe, you know, whatever may be helpful for the customer. Don't just put anything in there just to fill it up. Only put things that are, you know, with intent to sell to the customer. Make them want your product. Really quick, to find out which videos to make for you, comment below which answer best describes where you are with your Etsy business. Thank you. Listing shirt colors that do not actually match the actual item in reality. So basically, false advertisement. You don't want to list a purple shirt that you see and the shirt is actually a, I don't know, a maroon t-shirt. You're going to end up getting a bad review, period. You're going to end up getting a bad review. You want to go ahead and make sure the image that the display image that you put on your listing, that it matches like as close to the T as possible to the actual color of the shirt. Whatever platform you're editing your images on, you can play with the saturation or the brightness of the shirt. You want to make sure your display image matches the actual shirt that is being sold. We don't want to do any false advertisement. Copying other designs exactly to the T. You know, it's good to get inspiration from others, but at the same time, you don't want to get the same font. You don't want to have the same lines, the exact same direction the lines are going in the shirt design. You don't want your design to match it to a T. Cause say the exact same thing as long as it's not trademarked, but make sure you put your own twist to it. Okay, you can go to sites like Pinterest and get some inspiration on maybe logos and see how they lay those out, or maybe font pairing to see what fonts may go good with other fonts, to give you some ideas of how to create your design for that shirt. So please do not copy other people's designs to a T. Okay, they will put in a case or whatever they do with Etsy, and then, you know, Etsy will come and deactivate your listing, and that will be a strike against your shop. Selling trademark designs. I've seen in the comments about whether or not it's okay to sell, you know, Disney related images or designs. It is, for the record, it is not okay. You are taking your own risk at selling anything Disney related, I don't know, whatever other things related to any other company. If it, you know, basically if they own it, you don't want to do it. If you don't have the permission from them, directly from them, to sell it, I would not bother selling it, because that is a quick way and sure way to suspend your shop for good. Okay, you don't want to do any quotes, any characters, what else, quotes, characters, anything in relation to that. You don't want to take that chance, okay? Because all it takes is for someone on the team member to come across your listing on Google or something like that, and then put in a case with or file for infringement with Etsy. And you know, Etsy, at the end of the day, it's all business, and Etsy does not want those problems on their hands. So it's a quick click for them and suspend and done. They don't care about, you know, whatever personal problems you have, whatever bills you have to pay. Just make sure you keep your shop nice and clean, infringement clean, trademark clean. Stay away from all of that unless you have direct permission from that business, that company. Not shipping on time. If you have a turnaround time of 3 to 5 business days, then you need to come through with your 3 to 5 business days, not 7 to 10 days later, you know, after the person has purchased, because that will also lead to a negative review, and it will also hurt your ranking score of your listings, you know, within the Etsy search. Yeah, definitely make sure you come through with your turnaround time. And if you feel like you need to extend your turnaround time, it's okay. You know, if someone really wants your product, they'll wait for however long it takes for the product to be made and sent to them. So don't try to compare yourself to your competitors and, oh, they're shipping next day, so I need to ship next day. Not necessarily. If you can't, then don't do it. Don't push yourself to do that. You know, most likely these other Etsy shops that are able to ship next day have a team with them, and if you have a team, great. But if you don't and it's just you in the beginning, then, you know, start with something that is reasonable for you and your situation. Okay? Selling designs that nobody wants. The worst feeling is to put so much work into something, list it, and no one buys it. You get all these views over time, but no one buys it. And this goes back to my last video when I said you want to create with intent. That is very true. If you want to make sales on Etsy, you want to create your designs, your t-shirt designs with intent. Make sure that people want them. Make sure they are trending, because if they're not, they won't sell. Or at least they won't sell as much, maybe, I don't know, twice out of 365 days of the year. And at that point, that design isn't even worth your time, because it doesn't sell that often. So you want to go for the things that customers and shoppers actually want. You want to go for things that customers and shoppers actually want, and not what you like and what you think is cute, because that path will not really take you far. You know, it may take you, I don't know, you can, you know, every once in a while do things that you like, but you don't want to make a habit of it and, you know, have, I don't know, 150 listings up there of designs that you like. If you're on Etsy, you know, with the purpose of making it into a full-blown business, you need to go into it with strategy and make sure that you do things that other people like and that they will buy from you. Not using all of your tags. I believe there are 13 tags in all on your product listings. You want to use all your tags, because if you don't, then you're just cutting yourself short of being found on Etsy search. The tags add on to your product title keywords. You want to go ahead and not necessarily copy every single thing from your product title onto your tags. Think of your tags as a way to expand, you know, your audience of what else is your customer typing in to find your product. A pullover, a jump over, a sweatshirt, a hoodie, a t-shirt, a tee. Different people type in different things, so you want to leave room for that. But of course, don't just type just those single words. You want to group them together. Maybe a good sweet spot is 3 words together if you can. If not, 2 words at least. Okay, you want to get found in that Etsy search, because if you slack on that and you skip that part of your product listing, then you're cutting yourself short. Don't do that. Focusing on other shops' growth rather than your own. It's okay to get inspiration, like I said before, but you don't want to get stuck in that situation of just seeing, ooh, you know, what sales did they make? How many sales did they make today? What new listings did they put up in their shop? You know, what new designs do they have uploaded now? You don't want to do that, because you are your own business. You have no time to always focus on what Tim is doing in his shop, you know, to make more sales. You need to take time to dive into your back end of, you know, your stats. Maybe which designs are generating the most sales for you, so that way you can expand on that design, make other similar designs that relate to that design. Which listings are bringing you the most traffic? Which keywords are bringing in the most customers? you know, which images are giving you the most views, so that way you can expand on that part of your Etsy shop. So that's one of the biggest mistakes Etsy sellers make, is focusing on everybody else, because that will quickly discourage you on your journey to success, and you don't want to do that. So always focus on your business. Yes, it's okay to get inspiration, but that's it. Like, take, I don't know, 15 minutes and move on back over to your shop and see what you need to do to grow your shop. Okay.